No, I
Hang on, guys, it's on.
explained it to him, but
We all have a big copy of minutes. So,
as long as
that's all, we have a shared copy of it. There's the, okay.
you want
Yes, we would've looked up there.
You got much going on.
Sir?
Yeah, no, that's fine with me.
Sorry, Keith, did you know?
No worries. Yeah.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Takes it
How you
easy.
doing, Tony?
Say what?
How you doing?
I'm all right. So, yeah.
You ever, Tony?
PG.
Are we gonna wait for Megan to get back with the MOU, or was she printing that off?
Yeah. I don't think she would mind if we got started, so.
We're ready.
We're good?
We are.
Okay. Let's call this meeting to order. First on the agenda is the approval of the minutes of the previous meeting from February 17th. Do we have a copy?
I make a motion to approve the minutes for February 17th.
I second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign. Town attorney?
I'm going to wait, there's Sean, yeah. Sean and Christina make their presentation for community redevelopment partners on the status of the Bremen Grove project, so.
I'll start off here. Before you is a resolution. It's a resolution that, once approved, allows you to accept the property from the school related to the property on the corner of Fir and 3rd Road. And so the school already adopted their resolution. This is consistent with the MOU with the school. And so they adopted theirs last week. And under Indiana law, if you adopt it, then that gives the ability to close on it. So two governmental entities. So what you have is substantially same as the resolution that the school adopted, and provides for the following. One, the purchase of the lots 10, 9, and 11, which are the right-of-way and the western lots. Provides for a right of first refusal on lot 4, which is the remaining lot, and it gives a first right of refusal on the Stock Street property, which we'll be purchasing hopefully in the next couple weeks as well. So the intent is to have it all closed at one time, and then it also approves a lease of that Stock Street. So even though they're giving the school a right of first refusal on the Stock Street parcel, it provides for an immediate lease of that to the school, for $1 a year for the next 5 years. And so that's what's in the resolution. And so, if there's any questions about that, or
Length of time on the first rights?
it's not dictated on time; it's dictated on usage.
Okay.
So you have an option to use it. It doesn't necessarily expire.
Okay.
Already adopted by the school board?
Yeah.
So, any other discussion on the resolution 2026-02? Okay. Do we have a motion to approve resolution number 2026-02?
I'll make a motion.
Do you have a second?
I'll second that motion.
All in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed, same side.
Great.
The next item was the acceptance of the Gonzalez easement. Tony, do you have that in the folder,
I'm sorry, the what?
the Gonzalez easement.
Yeah, I've got them right here.
All right,
So-
that was the next item on the agenda.
Just to be clear, we've got essentially a contract for the purchase or purchase of the easement on the Gonzalez property. This is at the corner of Stock and Fir. Purchase price is $8,000 for what it is. And then we have the actual easement. Mr. Gonzalez has signed it. Actually, I think he and his wife both signed it. So basically, what I'm asking you to do, I think we already had this at a previous meeting. I'm just asking you to authorize Mr. Stiles to execute these.
We need to vote for that, or?
Yes, to approve have him execute the contract and accept the easement.
Any discussion?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, we have a motion to approve the execution of the easement agreement with the Gonzalez family.
Yeah, Jose and Angelica Gonzalez.
Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.
Next
Do you have more?
item is Troyer, they're gonna give a trail update and has request.
All right, thank you.
Good evening. Wanted to give a update on the trail project, and we also have a amendment request to our original agreement for the trail engineering. First off is an update. We now have kind of everything together for the easements and the engineering, and we're looking to go out to bid on Friday. And then bids would be due in a month at the April meeting, I believe it's April 20th. And then follow up there with reviewing the bids and hopefully awarding a successful bidder and moving on to construction later this spring. And that would be for kind of what we're calling the first phase or first bid package from Shoemaker Park to St. Paul's Church. And then the second phase would continue it to Sunnyside Park once we have those easements in place. So part of that typically we'll have on the title block of our drawing set the signatures of the funding entity or approving entity for the project. So I just have this, if you guys would want to sign that to kind of approve the project to go forward to bidding. It's not a requirement, but typically we want to have that on there just to make sure we have the approval kind of going forward to go out to bids. So I can pass that around. Any questions on kind of that process and schedule and bidding of the project or on the project in general? All right, very good. And then second, wanted to go over our fee amendment request. It's kind of two parts.
Mike, I'm sorry, why don't we have them go ahead and make a vote to authorize the advertisement for bids and execute the signature block. We might as well vote on that before he gets into the next item. So,
Do we have a motion to authorize Troy Group to open the project up for bids?
I motion to open, I'm sorry.
it's a motion to advertise for
the bids.
Yeah.
I second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign.
Thank you. And I can pass this around after the meeting.
Just make sure, I'm notorious for letting people leave without signing stuff, so just make sure everybody, not Todd unfortunately, but the other four, make sure you sign that before you go. Thank you.
All right. And then Also so for the amendment, kind of the extra services that came about this time last year, we were kind of organizing our agreement, which was for the master plan that was funded through the state, and then the design and construction documents for this phase of the trail. At that time, we had understood that the survey and easements would be completed by the time we started the engineering of the trail project. Since that wasn't the case, we had to do some extra work for exhibits for the surveyor to be able to get the information we needed from topography, from some areas that were missing or some additional areas needed based on easements shifting, as well as some exhibits for obtaining those easements in coordination with the homeowners. And then kind of as those shifted, there was updates to the plan set. Some of those are the Gonzalez and St. Paul's, and some of those happening more recently. So we were already kind of far along with the plans, and it caused some changes. And then the other part of that was breaking it into 2 bid packages. We had in our original agreement that our fee was based on everything being 1 bid package. So with the 2 bid package, this would incur some additional fees just for creating that separate set of documents. It's not nearly the cost of the original, because a lot of that we would have had in the original project anyways, but still there's quite a bit of work to make that 2 separate documents. And with that second bidding, there's another bidding phase, which would have a pre-bid meeting, coordination with the contractors, reviewing bids, everything associated with that, as well as the construction administration. Our original agreement, we had an hourly not to exceed for both bidding and CA phases, so that would stay the same. Basically, we're just asking to up that limit accordingly, and whether or not we reach that limit, it would still be charged hourly. Kind of the biggest question mark would be when this second phase goes to construction, depending on the remaining easements. If it is sooner than later, there could be some overlap in construction and would allow for some efficiencies. If it happens much later, then there'd be more time needed because it'd be kind of more separated. But that's why we have it hourly, not to exceed. This request just kind of increases that limit a little bit. So the fees requested is $12,000 for the design and construction documentation phase, $4,000 added to the limit for bidding, and $10,000 for construction administration hourly. For $26,000 total. The initial contract was $137,000, which included the master plan. So then with the 26 it'd be $163,000. So happy to answer any questions, but ask for approval of this amendment.
Do you think this gets us up all the way up to through the bidding process now, as far as the
Yeah,
amended costs?
unless there's a big surprise or something where we're changing easements or how we have to get through a parcel. It sounds like those discussions have moved pretty far along and are pretty close, but we have the trail pretty much designed and ready to go, unless those have to change for some reason. But this should cover it, barring any major changes.
This covers everything with the second phase and the split from 1 phase to 2 phases.
Correct. Yep.
Okay. Well, do we have a motion for the agreement with the proposed amendments for the Troy Group for the final project costs for the trail?
I make a motion to accept the amendment for Charter Group.